Today, these videos that you're going to watch, and I'm not going to tell you how many parts, because right now I've just finished, and when I sat down and do the video and editing, I'm going to figure it's going to be at least 2, maybe 3. But the project at hand that you're going to be seeing the videos that's being made on is these boring bar holders. They're my own design. Basically, what I done was I started with a solid block of metal to make these boring bar holders. And I based the design off just a regular tool holder, the type that we put the regular, your regular square or rectangular tools in. This, what I done was I kind of varied the lengths depending on the size of the bars. This is a little thicker than the regular bar. These are closer to the regulars, and these will begin to get thinner. And the reason the sizes sort of vary is I used a piece of steel and I wanted to get everything I could out of it. So basically, the only waste I had was saw structures. The smaller holders, you notice. And if you'll notice the way the boring, I'll get one of the smaller ones up. If you'll notice here, that hasn't quite set up yet. If you'll notice, the bar is completely wrapped around. This is a really small boring bar. This and here's a threading bar, and I haven't even got inserts for yet. Got them on order. So this here, this is another one. And I ordered these 4 bar, this bar here too, I believe, from Wish. These are just, which is another outfit sort of like Banggood. This one, and this one here, and this one I owned. I picked up, these are Sandvik bars. Picked these up flea market. This one I bought off of eBay a long time ago, somebody ground up. I really use this one. You've seen me use this one before. And this is a Shars bar that I bought. So now I have each one of my bars is its own dedicated holder. And there's Mr. Bozo visited several times during the process. We'll see in the video like here I thought I'd power tap these, and first I decided to put too many holes, then got my spacing a little off and broke tap in this one. And after this one I decided 6 would be plenty. And then a couple times I missed my points on the DRO. So they're not all completely perfect. The dovetails and all that is, but some are little finishing points. And these are made just like I normally make mine, that they fit with a 1/4-20 stud to hold them. And that's how I put them in. So I've set them in a length I think I'm going to need. And if I have to take them out and move them, I will. But I set them at lengths that I normally use these at, or somewhere around 2 to 3 inches. So I hope you enjoy the video today, and we will hope that you learn a little something along the way. How maybe either to do something or how not to do something. I mean, to me they turned out good. There's some other things you'll notice. I got a little golden tint. I heat finished these parts. I'll show that in the video too. So that's just like I say. I tried out a lot of little different things there. So I hope you enjoy it. We will see you on the next flip side. Here, sitting on my workbench, is the project that I'm going to start on. That's excuse me while I step away. I'm going to speak up because I'm just putting stuff away. Basically, what you see sitting there on the table is boring bars. 3 of them I have already mounted into tool holders, but I want to free these up. And I've been studying on this for a while, and I have the material laying here. So basically what I want to do is make me some boring bar holders that's dedicated for my boring bars. And the way I propose to do this is I'm not going to make the big thick block that you normally see. I'm going to make it off of these. And basically what I'm going to do, this is a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to design my block a little thicker, similar to off of this. So I'm going to design it around a 1/2 inch block right here. This is a 1/2 inch bar. This is the biggest bar I got. And I'm going to, I know it's a 3/4 bar, so this is the big bar. Everything else is smaller. This one here I picked up at a flea market in Anderson, along with this, and these are probably my two. This one I bought off of eBay. That somebody had took a 1/2 inch bar and literally ground it down, and it insert probably at the point of it's wore off. Then I've got some of these small bars that come from Wish, and I got a threading bar that I got sent to me by mistake in an order, and I need to find the inserts for. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to design my bars, and I think with it being, let me see, I got another 1/2 inch bar, so I'm thinking about making these blocks, and it might be even different. I might make one for the big one and then for whatever. So first thing I got to do is basically kind of figure out, well, the first thing I'm going to do is figure out what I need to make 3 of these, or 4. And I've got a large piece of steel to make them out of. I think it will be good. So let me get it up and look at it, see what I got. Harold always says all projects start on a bandsaw. Now you know why my bandsaw table is so handy. See how I just swiveled it out of my corner? I'm going to take this 1.5 block right here. This is a piece of hot rolled. I have already purchased this. This come from down in Charlotte at the, they don't call it metal supermarkets here. They call it something else. And I purchased from them. And this is a drop that has 1.5 wide. I mean 1.5 wide, which is a little narrower than a tool holder. But it's 12 inches long, and I'm gonna cut it into I'm gonna cut it basically half in 2 so I can put it in my vise, and we're gonna mill it out. We're gonna true it up, and then we'll cut the dovetails in it. So that's the plan. I'm using my cups today, by the way, where I'm working. Well, I'm going the wrong damn way. Excuse my language. I'm working on these blocks, but I'm using my Melissa and Dub cups today. I keep a set on the mill that I made my own steel cups. We're working on trying to get this thin down too. Alright, I'm starting my cut right now. And I'm just actually come in here and take the fly cutter. I haven't never used my fly cutter. And I decided to put both these pieces here together. And we're just going to take us a light cut fly cutter and try to true it up. And I'm trying to do is true these ends up first. And all I'm going to do is just take enough of a cut with the fly cutter just to clean it. The reason I'm using the fly cutter is because it reaches over the whole part. And I get a better, I don't know about a better finish, but that way, you know, it's going to be more consistent. This is hot rolled. I got it set about 600 RPM and let the fly cutter do its thing. I picked this one up off of eBay. It's fairly inexpensive, so that's the first step. Well, right there is the first. This is nice and slick now. I wanted to do 2 of these at a time so I could get 2 of them so I could get started. Now I'll go back individually. Let me deburr these and set them. We're going to start down the long side of the first one now. That's a 50 or 20 thousandths cut. Try to clean it up. So let's see what we get. This is the third quarter on them, squaring them. trying to find where to work from. This particular piece of material is kind of warped off like this on the end. So what I'm going to do is one of these blocks has got to be thicker than the rest of them. So what I'm going to do is clean this up as best I can when I take the top cut on this block. We'll get to it. Right now we're just sort of, again, we're using the fly cutter because it's just a little quicker because it's covered. And we ain't taking much off. All I'm doing is squaring it up. And let me start to pop the door. 5/10,000 from this point. Changed inserts, by the way, to a different one. So we'll see how it works. Alright, this is the squaring up point. This particular block I have in there has a bad fall off on one end. But I'm going to have to make one of these tool holders separate. The plan is to cut the dovetail and then saw it up. But one of them, because I need a thicker block, it's going to be oriented differently. So for it, I'm going to actually saw it a lot different. And this is the block I'm going to use with the fall off end for that. I checked them, I'm getting them as parallel as I can. You know, one thing, I put a 10 metal insert in there, that sure helps the slickness of the surface too. Alright, I'm starting the edge finding process now. Excuse my arm there. I'm going to start the center finding process. I'm ready to get off and paying attention. Always fun to do this. I went too far, too fast. I'm trying to look around the camera, it's kind of hard. All right. See that? It's a whole lot better to always, and I've learned this kind of the hard way, it's better to work when I'm doing these dovetails. It's best to work off of zero. That's my zero right there, right closest. Just doesn't want a little backlight. I can't seem to get perfect. There we go. So that is Y0. Alright, what you just heard drop in the background is the block for the common use machine out the big motor bar hole. Alright, let's cut you off. I've never cut dovetails this way. I've always cut them other way because I was dealing with tool holes. Principle's the same. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to touch off whenever I get there. And we'll start. I got all my numbers written. So the majority of these blocks are going to be set. I'm cutting them and then I'm going to, what I'm going to do is do my dovetails, then I'm going to saw it. Majority of these blocks will be fine at this thickness because we're making them for boring bars, so we're going to center them up. And what I'm going to do, instead of putting slots in, basically drill holes once I get to that point, put set screws, so it have a full engagement. So this is my 0 point, and we're going to take 100,000 cut right across here. You've seen me do this before. I'm not going to bore the crap out of it. I'm going to try to run this about 720 and see what happens. Camera moving, sorry. You got a little vibration while the mill's cutting. Let me kind of hold the camera a second, take some of that out, and I'll let you see the first pass across there, and we're going to town. I've always done this by hand, so this is a new experience for me. We're milling on the dovetail. What I've done is, the way I do this is I center up, cut the center, then cut each side to get the width. And then I'll make sure when I do the video. Basically, I'm milling to death. Now, I've got the width and everything's, and I found by doing this, working off the center or where I'm going to center from is important. In this case, the center of the blocks. These are going to be a little wider than the standard block, but they'll be plenty fine. So now once this one finishes right here, coming through, well, let's let it clear. And then we'll stop. Now, we're actually going to move about 600 thousandths. It's positive 328 is the center. So we're going to come back this way, negative 328. Block the table, and we'll start down the other width. So that way I'm working like off the center of the part. So I'm taking 100 thousandths passes of this little insert milling cutter. I probably the machine do more, but I'm just conservative in what I want to do. And quite frankly, I've never really pushed this cutter much more than 100 thousandths since I've had it. And I've had this cutter about 4 years now. I bought it, you've heard me tell about it. It's a Chinese cutter that was sold by actually a local tool store. So here we go, I'll bring you back maybe when we get to there. Perhaps you've seen this before. The way I do this, and you know, your mileage may vary as the saying goes, but what I tend to do, what I'll do is you want somewhere around, most of these are somewhere around 10 thousandths or so steps in them. So what I've just found that works just really good is just take me a piece of paper. I use a lot of paper. It probably comes from being a CNC guy. You set a lot of tools and touch off a lot on lathes, and when you do that, set zeros and whatnot, so you're really just getting an idea when you're doing it, but you really don't have, and you're sitting here trying, and it's a lot different than what I'm doing right here with this. I could feel the table coming up. On CNC, you're standing here cranking an electronic thing and you have no feel about what this is happening. It'll be a real tricky little episode. Touch your stuff off. Okay. So that gives me about 3 thousandths right there. And then I'll just set my zero over here in the knee. See, all this is locked. I keep it locked. The quill's completely up. And then I'm going to add about, let me go double check this right quick. It's hard to check it. You just really got to look at it. Let me see what I can figure out. The way I've evolved on cutting dovetails is I start from the center, basically the zero, the center of the slot, and I work out each way. So what I've done is I've done a little bit of math, and it's cutting a little more than I anticipated. I actually held off about 10 thousandths. So what I'm doing now is going in, because I don't like to take big cuts anyway. So I'm going in right now, and just going to make, I'm going to go take 50 thousandths, move 50 thousandths off the center and make a mark, or 52 actually, and then make a mark, and then come back and go some more. So I'm consistent. Even though it'd be a hair bit slower, it's better to be consistent. You need to keep the same amount on each side. And the easiest way to do it is set your DRO up like I have and just work off of center. And that's what we're doing today, working right off of center. So I want, each cut I want to be the same. So even though I'm contacting, if I go the same amount down the other side, then theoretically I should be in the same place. And then I can work from there. I'll probably go in basically once I start cutting from a circle to a 6 point. So that's what we're doing, just a light touch. Now I'm beginning the 50 thousandths cut. So basically now I'm taking about 50 more thousandths off each side, which will be 100. So we'll start forming the dovetail. And this way you don't mess up as much. And the fits in these dovetails is really critical. So, and another thing, even though these cutters Randy makes are really good, you can get too happy and mess up stuff real easily when you're doing dovetails. And you know, I got a $30 or $40 block of steel I'm working with here, and so I'm kind of being a little thicker. I mean, I know tool holders are expensive, but most of the time I don't want to have to try to weld up this if I have to make a boo-boo. So I'm being rather patient with this. Alright, I've dovetailed the first block. It's finished and I tri-fitted it. So now what I'm doing right now is I'm scribing it. And I'm cutting them into sections about 100 thousandths longer than the standard tool block. So I'm going to cut these and mill the others as close as I have.